Well, hey, Motor Warriors. Today is what I call Tennessee Tuesday. And generally when we go to Tazewell, Virginia to go to VAMM, the Virginia Moto Meetup, we get there on a Tuesday and then leave on a Tuesday. And of course today is the Tuesday after VAMM, so headed back to Tennessee. Hence Tennessee Tuesday. Now you can tell if you look at this, I'm not taking like some main interstate. It's a nice road right now, but it's not a main interstate. So this is what takes me a long time when I come or go. I like coming through the back roads and then whatever. When I get up here, there'll probably be some nice twisties and stuff like that. So, but if you came to VAMM, it was really good seeing y'all again. And some of you I didn't get to say goodbye to, sorry about that. But I trust that y'all made it home safe and sound. And look forward to seeing you guys again. Thanks for coming. And if you didn't come to VAMM, we hope you're able to join us next year. But this, the beauty of this, it never shows up on the GoPro, we all know that. Especially this old Hero 4 Silver. But I know this road will narrow out and become like more of a country road. And then when we get back into Tennessee, we'll probably go visit some kin, and then we'll take the backcountry roads from there. So when I look at Google Maps to see how far it is to get from Bell Buckle to Tazewell, Virginia, it shows like a certain number of miles, but that's from the middle of Tazewell to the middle of Bell Buckle, which is just a little hole in the wall. But we live like 15 or 20 miles from actual Bell Buckle, and they don't even, it doesn't even look like it would be Bell Buckle. That's how we do stuff in Tennessee. It's like it doesn't even look like it's anywhere near Bell Buckle. It's actually closer to some other cities or townships or rural routes. But for some reason they call it Bell Buckle. Maybe because of the post office, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with post office. So it's further than what Google says, but they take the main interstate and run it out that way. Well, of course that's going to be quicker and whatever. But I always like to take these back twisty roads and the out of the way roads where there's less traffic and better views and whatever, better scenery. So eventually this road will end into something more country twisty instead of this nice road. I wish it was like this all the way home, but it isn't. It'll get narrow and twisty. There it is. Okay. Oh, this is a cattywampus drop down switch up. Gate City. Ooh. Well, when it's warm like this and with a full face helmet, it's like putting your head in an oven. Man, that'll dry up your throat real quick. We hadn't even gone anywhere and I'm gonna need to stop and get something to drink. But you can see what I mean. I told you it wouldn't be a bigger, wider road like that very long, and it'd switch. And that's what we got right now. But if you look, it's got some pretty views though. On these kind of roads, you really got to watch it, especially when you're doing a video, because when you're talking, you know, you're not watching the road as well as you should, and you could get a deer walk across right in front of you. I've been on some of these back roads back in East Tennessee and be on a bike being lean, and all of a sudden you come around in a blind curve where you can't really see much, and all of a sudden there's a big black bear crossing right in front of you. And boy, that'll get your attention. It'll really get your attention if you hit it, because it'll probably attack you when you went down. But you come up through this stuff and you see these old country houses, that, you know, these old log cabins and stuff, and those are the folks who helped build America. It wasn't corporate Wall Street. It wasn't, you know, some of these others or whatever. It was farmers and welders and whatever, you know, carpenters. Well, look at that. I don't know if that'll show up, but that's sure is pretty, ain't it? There's an interesting looking house. That's kind of weird. I wonder what that is. But anyway, if this turns off, I'll turn it off.